Barbershop conversation. Let me get this mic fixed up. Barbershop conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button, man. Welcome to the show, man. So we're gonna jump right into this, man. This is a video that I've been holding back for some time. Uh, and I think it's very, 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 very extremely important because we need to hear the truth. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna hold nothing back, but I'm just gonna let you guys know the facts. So fasten your seatbelts. We about to go for a ride, y'all. So much has been made. I've gotten so many. Man, when I say I've gotten hundreds of phone calls, hundreds of DMs, hundreds of emails. Fred, what's going on? Why you can't get credentials? Man, you've been supporting PBC for years. You done did 1,000 videos, confronted Steve Kim, Dan Raphael, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy about the emails and the discriminatory actions against black fighters and PBC and protecting Al Heyman and fighting for Al Heyman and the number one supporter on YouTube, right? The number one supporter. But I'm here to tell y'all what goes on behind the scenes, dog. And people gonna get mad at me for this, but you know the one thing, and I need to preface this video. At the end of the day, I am a man, right? And I will not be a second class man to anyone. When I say anyone, I mean anyone. And and I think that needs to be said. Um, um, a lot has gone on behind the scenes, especially the last 6 months, and and all because I fight for what's right. I fight for the truth. I have no qualms in this. I don't make money on boxing. You know what I mean? The money I get from YouTube, I put it right back in the community. You know what I mean? Me and the LDBC, bro. I'm gonna use uh, because it's more succinct. It hits the heart more. But and my brothers in the LDBC, we have been in the community fighting for what's right, protecting Al Heyman, and when we need protection, we haven't gotten it. And people gonna say how, what, where, why, how. But let me preface this by saying this: I don't know if they think they can run me out. That's the goal. They want to attempt to run me out, but they don't know. And I'm gonna be as candidly honest with you as possible. I did it the right way. I did it the American dream way. You see those degrees behind me? Those are real. You know what I mean? I got tons of awards in other rooms, and I've done it. I've done it their way. I've got the degrees. Um, um, and that's not good enough. So what I did was I got laid off and became a multi-millionaire doing it my way. Right. And this needs to be very clear. There's only a handful of fighters in the PBC stable worth what I'm worth. And this is all gonna make sense. I'm not being braggadocious, but I'm being firm and succinct because they think they can run people off, but they can't. If you're not fighting the main event on Fox as a PBC fighter, you're not worth more than me. Period. If you fighting on FS1 and yada yada yada, you're not worth more than me. And the point I'm making is they think they can take away from us, right? They think they can take away from us, right? And try and eliminate us by silencing us. I'm gonna get into it but I'm here to tell you, I'm not going nowhere. And guess what? I got a strong team behind me. I got a strong team in front of me. I got a strong team on the side of me. You understand? I am, as my shorts say, fighting to this day. You understand? And I think it's just very, very important that we see the big picture, right? And I'm gonna take you guys back. I've been fighting this for years, and every black media member has been fighting with me. And if I say their name, they're not nowhere near a part of this, but I'm gonna use them as every black media outlet has had their media credentials denied. Every black, from PBC, from Kelly Swanson, from Magna Media, which all goes back to Kelly Swanson, Dante's Boxing Nation, Blue Blood Sports TV, um, um, Champ Side, Barbershop Conversations. The list goes on and on and on and on. And then when they give us credentials, they put us in the back seat. They put us in the 100 section. They put us in the 200 section. You understand what I'm saying? And how you doing? Thank you, Kennedy. And I think it's very, very, very important that we see the big picture. I'm doing exactly the same thing Al Heyman fought for when he wanted separation, right? When he saw how HBO was manipulating the system and monopolizing the system and discriminatory actions, he said, you know what? I have access to all these arenas because I'm in the entertainment industry. Maybe if I, and more importantly, boxing is like the wild, wild west. There's no laws and practices, so I can come in and do what I want. So what he did, he created an advisory title. He's the advisor. He's not under the Ali Act. He found a loophole in the system to protect himself and fight for what's right. He's a long way away from Vernon Forrest, and I applaud that. And the same valor, strength, dignity, and Malcolm X spirit that was in him is the same valor, integrity, Malcolm X spirit that is in me on the media side. Dan Raphael has called us every we've been told that I'm just going to leave it there. We've seen the emails. We've seen the emails. And who frontlined those emails? Who flew to Washington, D.C. just to confront Golden Boy on my dime? I've never gotten a dime from PBC, Al Heyman, none of them. I pay my own way because I believe I need to fight for what's right. And here recently, I've become under attack, right? I mean, like viciously under attack. I mean, when I say maliciously, from black people, white people. Why? Because I'm fighting for the truth. I'm fighting for what's right. The same man that you see on these on these YouTube videos, the same man in real life. I stood up to Kelly Swanson because I know what's right. She told me in her own words, I'm quoting her, no one cares about black stories, Mr. Al Heyman. I repeat, Kelly Swanson told me no one cares about black stories, Mr. Al Heyman, and she is still the face of PBC. She still controls what fighters do on the ground. Why does she have so much power? Why is she in control? Why is that I have Bob Arum's cell phone number? Why is it I have Eddie Hearn's cell phone? Not that they can't manipulate me and call me and say, oh, Fred, come join us now. No, it's not that. But I'm saying why I can call Bob Arum right now and he'll say me, hey, Fred, give me an hour. Give me 2 hours. Give me 30 minutes. And I'll call him right back. I've never called Eddie Hearn on the phone, so I don't know how he'll respond. But I have their cell phone numbers. I can get a hold of them. And the fact that I've been the number one asset in terms of media for PBC, and I'm fighting for the very same thing Al Heyman fought for from his conception, from his genesis, and he's allowing her to dictate pace and tempo and direction. Now I'm speaking up for a lot of people right now. All those black media outlets, they probably have credentials now, but before then, they had to fight, claw, and sniff. You understand? They're gonna try and ostracize me. They're gonna say, fighters, oh, you shouldn't talk to barbershop commentator. He's a radical. We wouldn't be able to vote today if it wasn't for radical mindsets. You'll still be drinking out of the black fountain if it wasn't for radical mind. If Floyd Mayweather hadn't stood firm and paid that $750,000, there would be no Al Heyman to this day. So I think we need to understand the big picture, y'all. I've not, and truth be told, I haven't really flexed my power. I know any city I can go to, I can get 100 motherfuckers. I can get 100 men stand with me. Al Heyman knows, Sam Watson know how powerful I am in LA. He knows I can get 100 men to ride with me. It ain't no doubt about it. I'm in these streets, impacting these streets every day for the right reasons. Am I perfect? No. Am I always right? No. But my heart is in the right place. It's going in the right direction. Sometimes I may get a flat. Sometimes, you know, I may need some transmission fluid. But we're gonna get there. And 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 I think this video needs to be had because I don't like the fact that um that she has the power. And you're looking at this black face right now. I'm intentionally showing y'all. Look, I'm this backdrop is very, very intentional. Very, very. If I got to stand alone on this, I'm gonna stand alone. But at the end of the day, Al Heyman, you need to take control. You need to take control. They are. Why are they telling our stories? Why is Dan Raphael still sitting in the first seat? Why is Keith Idec still sitting in the first seat when the day of the Mikey Garcia Earl Spence fight, the day of the Saturday morning of the fight, he told people not to buy the Earl Spence Mikey Garcia pay-per-view. I repeat, he told people not to buy the pay-per-view. Dan Raphael told people not to buy the Conor McGregor fight. It was a circus. But when they attack Al Heyman and PBC, who was first in line? Who took all the bullets? Barbershop Conversations. Yeah, I did. You know why? Because I stood for what's right. And I'm always gonna stand for what's right. I'm always gonna be great to these black fighters. I'm always gonna be great to them. I always want to tell their stories. This doesn't change my goal or my mindset, but sometimes I gotta use my platform now. And I have a big, don't let this 43,000 subs fool you. Don't let it fool you, dog. Don't let it fool you. Because when I get done with this video, I'm gonna get 15 phone calls. And guess who they're gonna be? People who are thinking the same exact thing, but don't have the courage to speak up and speak out. Kelly Swanson has too much power, and I'm tired of it. So I'm this is not no, this is just real, this is just real spill. This is real spill. Al Heyman, the same way the LDBC, new media, barbershop conversations landed on the shores of Normandy first to protect you. I repeat, the same way the LDBC, new media landed on the shores of Normandy to protect you when they were criticizing you, saying, "Oh, you can't buy time, you can't monopolize, and you stole all fighters from Oscar." The emails, you go into court, Bob Arum and Oscar and the WBO. There's a lot of stories that I know. I know how Al Heyman. I know how Dan Raphael treated you and talked to you. I know it. And you still gonna give him access over someone who's supporting you through thick and thin? All we want to do is do our job. Kelly Swanson is in the way of us doing our job. Tim Smith got to have a backbone and say, guess what? This is a black man doing the right thing for the right reasons. I don't let people walk over me at all. That's the strength of a real black man. I don't know if y'all have ever met someone who's willing to die for his purpose. I'm not willing to die for a boxing match. But if it means the advancement of my people, of my black men, I'm going to do it. I'm not afraid of death. And I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm going to make the ultimate sacrifice, but I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you real spill. Your name, PBC, the protection that you had won't be the same if there's no changes. Now, you can play with it, but the same way we did Oscar De La Hoya, the same way we did Eddie Hearn, is the same way we can do your name, Al Heyman. Because you allowed this white woman with all the power. What Kanye West say? No one man should have all that power. Kelly Swanson shouldn't have all the power. How does Kelly Swanson have power over me? Her only job is to make it copacetic for us to do our job. I have the right to freedom of press. I when when, when Dan Raphael disagrees with him, guess what? He still gets the first seat, ask the first questions on the in the um in the media day. He sits in the first row, gets the first seat. Why? He done disrespected you 47 times, Al Heyman, in the business of PBC. But yet, I'm crazy. I'm strange. I'm deranged, right? Because I sound, talk, breathe, and live like God created me. I know what I'm up against in this. But Al, you should not be making my job harder. You got the power and you know what's going on. You know what they told Blue Blood? I'm gonna keep it real. Kelly Swanson told Blue Blood, a man that gets 15 to 20 million views a month for boxing coverage, a man that spends his own money driving to Alabama 12 hours from New York to cover the baddest man on the planet. She told him, you can't make videos in your car. That's his office. His office is mobile. Dan Raphael probably writes his column in his bedroom. Dan Raphael probably dictates his column while he's driving. It's not fair. And I'm not asking for fairness because no one is equal. I can't be stopped. And this is a fact. I can afford to buy my own tickets. I can afford to fly. And if you start telling black fighters not to talk to me, it's going to affect your bottom line drastically because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of feeling uh, like, like you're trying to ostracize me. And I'm fearless. Don't have no one calling me, telling me, Fred, take down the video. I'm not taking down this video. I'm standing on my square. I'm standing on the principles of the man I absolutely love and adore, Mr. Malcolm X. And it's time. I I can't be hoodwinked and bamboozled and, oh, Fred, now come join my side. No, I'm still gonna fight for what's right. I'm still gonna tell Deontay Wilder's story with every eon of my being. I love that man. That's not gonna change. But what has to change is you not protecting the men that is front line and storming the beaches of Normandy for your protection. We accepted you because you're black, and we know what Bob Arum did to boxing. We know Bob Arum fixed fights. We know Bob Arum takes 27% off the top. We know Eddie Hearn came in here with an elitist mindset. We know Eddie Hearn is a user and manipulator. But at the end of the day, we confided and trusted you, and you not coming through for us. And truth be told, I talk to the people every day. They're not gonna believe you when you say I'm crazy and I'm ostracized. They're not gonna believe you. They're not gonna believe you. They won't believe you. You need more people. And yes, I will forever love Sam Watson and his family, and that will never change in my heart. But I gotta stand. I gotta stand on my square. Enough is enough. I'm not moving. I'm not budging. That beautiful little girl that walked in maybe 10 minutes ago, that's my daughter. I love her to death. And I got to make tomorrow a better day for her. Y'all say, Fred, you extreme. I'm not extreme. I'm not extreme. If I was extreme, I wouldn't have those degrees on the wall. I got postgraduate degrees. What are you talking about? I'm not extreme. I got Teacher of the Year awards up there somewhere. You know what I mean? I got in the other room, I got an Emmy, I got an email saying I'm Emmy nominated. I'm extreme. I've written 3 books. I've done 7 movies. I'm extreme. Al Heyman was extreme too when he said, "You know what? I can do the same thing in music that I can do in boxing." I applaud them for that. But enough is enough. I'm simply tired of it. I'm simply tired of it. If I got to use my financial capital to get to where I need to be, this is fun. We can have some fun now. We can have some fun. And there's nothing y'all can do to stop it. Because honestly, I'll keep it real and I'll keep it 100. Everyone is not talking about the discrepancies and the discriminatory practices that Kelly Swanson have with her staff. Kelly Swanson hasn't even hired a black person on her staff yet. I repeat, Kelly Swanson hasn't even hired a black person on her staff. No one is bilingual on her staff. Like it, love it, or hate it. I'm coming. And I'm not going nowhere. This is fun. This is fun. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I am who I am. And I'm tired of tiptoeing on Kelly Swanson's marble floor. Tiptoeing on. Shout out to Rick Ross. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. I'm Al Heyman. You wouldn't really want that for me. Oh, let's just get rid of him. He's a problem. No, I'm not the problem. I'm the solution. We got the same mindset, Al Heyman. We got the same mindset. We have the very same mindset. The very same mindset. So do what you do, man. But I'm standing my square. Now, and I'm going to tell you this. You will get at least 1 million clicks a day talking about how Al Heyman didn't protect his black media members. We don't get interviews. Marcos Villegas gets interviews. Who else gets one-on-ones? Everyone else gets one-on-one. You never see a black media member getting one-on-ones. You never see it. You never see. When was the last time you saw a black media member get a one-on-one from Kelly Swanson? You don't see it. Oh, we got to do scrums. Radio Raheem is the exception to most rules. No disrespect to radio, but that's the way he moves. But when have you seen? I've never seen it. I've never seen it on the PBC side. I've never seen it. I can walk up to Eddie Hearn and get a one-on-one as I please. I flew to Eddie Hearn to disagree with him. I spent $1,500. I spent $1,500 just to go interview with Eddie Hearn and disagree with him. I spent about $700. No, because I don't pay for gas anymore. I take that back. Let me recap that statement because I didn't stay overnight. I didn't really spend no money, but I spent the day, my family day Sunday, because I disagree with Andre Ward. I can stay in the same hotel as you. I can afford to buy a floor seat. But this has to stop. These practices got to stop. And guess what? You know who's going to watch this video? Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, and everybody important about this is going to be one of the most shared. Don't be misled by the YouTube count on these videos. They lie on my channel. I'm being shadow banned. And I still do millions of views a month. So I'm just saying, the gloves are off. If you're not going to protect me, Al Heyman, and keeping this woman in power, and you know who I am and you know what I stand for, and you going to say, oh, well, we'll just step him to the side and keep business as usual. No, I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. I know I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm doing the right thing. It can't be all about money. It got to be about integrity sometimes. It has to be about integrity sometimes. I've done thousands of videos protecting Al Heyman and PBC. And excuse me, I'm using the word protecting, advocating for the truth. Because I know they tried to slander Al Heyman's name. I know it. I wrote for I wrote for 2 newspapers. I know how to write. We gonna stand for what's right. And I'm gonna stand for what's right. Kelly Swanson should not be the face of PBC. I don't care. I'm tired of it. I'm done. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And I just want to be clear. People gonna say, "Oh, I love Sam Watson to death, to death," and and people gonna say, "Well, this is gonna infringe upon your relation." I understand that. You got to know something. I unlocked that front door in my house. I earned those degrees. I have to protect that my beautiful daughter that just walked in this room. My son is in school right now. I pay $1,100 a month to keep him in school. I'm just saying, ain't no BS. I got to be a man at the end of the day. You see that painting behind me with Malcolm X standing behind the pillar? That's my heart. That's where I'm at. That's who I am for real, in real life. That's who I am. I'm a dog. I'm a savage. I bleed this. Y'all need to fully grasp who I am. That's the reason why people in the streets love. Ask Sam Watson, the hood loves me to death. I'm not saying I'm untouchable and invincible, but I got muscle behind me. Why? Because I'm honest. I'm sincere. I'm real. I'm authentic. And the irony about it is they love me when I was fighting Golden Boy. But you don't like me because you have an empowered woman who says, I quote, "No one cares about black stories," and she's still employed. So it's on you. I'm gonna get phone calls on this and ask me. This video is not coming down. It's not coming down. I'm standing on my square. I'm standing on my square. You can distance yourself from me. I accept it. But if I apologize to a white woman for disrespecting me and disrespecting my culture and being racist, I couldn't hang that picture on my wall. You know what I had to endure to get those degrees? You know what I had to endure to become teacher of the year? How did I move my finger? You know what I mean? You know what I had to do? Come on, y'all. I'm done with this. I'm done. Gloves are off. Gloves are off. And it's going to get to the point where we're going to start showing up to these weigh-ins. We're going to start showing up to these weigh-ins. We are. We're going to start showing up to these press conferences. Yeah, we're going to start. Nothing on no rah-rah. So we're going to be men about it. Hey, we ain't fighting nobody, but we're going to show up and have our presence felt. Y'all going to feel us. And we're going to banana clip this Instagram and this YouTube. And I've been holding back. The reason why I've been holding back so long, because I know how powerful my voice is to the black community on YouTube. I know it. And I've been holding back. The reason why I've been holding back, because I love Sam Watt. That's the only reason why I've been holding back. But yesterday was the last straw. Yesterday was the last straw. I'm done. So Al Heyman, you got a job to do. Now you can pretend. You're going to pretend. But in a month, it's going to be too late. Because I just opened up Pandora's box. Everyone tell me for the past year, 6 months, especially this, it's been real intense the last 6 months. Fred, Al Heyman, I've even lied. I love Al Heyman. He does right by me. I mean, I've never, you know what I mean? He's fair. But there's no fairness going on. Al Heyman, every black media outlet is inferior to the goals of Kelly Swanson. Al Heyman. Why is Dan Raphael so important? 90% of boxing lives on YouTube. I repeat, 90% of boxing live, not my channel alone, but 90% of what goes on in boxing goes on YouTube. Now, the same respect that you're giving your fighters and the same monies that you're giving them, you need to make sure that your black media members gets the same respect. We're not asking for money. We're asking for clearance. We're asking, how sad is this? We're asking you, Al Heyman, to make sure that we're treated the same way as Dan Raphael. How disgusting is that? The gloves are off, man. The gloves are off. You can do what you want. I'll be there. You can say, Fred, don't interview with Fred. It's going to be on camera, though. It's going to be on camera. It's going to be on camera. I'm telling y'all fighters. I'm being as real as I can be. And if you tell not to interview with Fred, why aren't they not interviewing with Dan Raphael, Steve Kim, and the list goes on and on and on and on. But I'm crazy, right? It's all about money. It's all about green. When's it gonna be about the red, the black, and the green? Call me crazy though. Call me crazy Joe though. Call me crazy Joe. You know, what I mean, some crazy man had enough nerve to bend a piece of metal and throw it across the Atlantic Ocean and it end up flying one day. You know what I mean? How crazy was W.E.B. Du Bois, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton? All these people gave their life, and many of them lost their lives because they stood for what's right. If you ain't found something to die for, you haven't found something worth living for. I love y'all, man. I love y'all from the depths of me. And I want everybody to know. Every city I touch down into, I can get 300 men to show up. You've seen it. We got video evidence. Had over 300 people here in LA. Had over 200 people in Houston. We ain't playing. With the help of that, I'm using but I love my LDBC brothers to death. And that's who I'm riding with. But I'm tired of looking at Tim Smith and he being subservient to Kelly Swanson. I'm tired of it. I'm tired, boss. Y'all gonna see the power of my platform. Y'all gonna see the power of my platform. There's no platform, Dan Raphael, Fight Hub, Fight Hype, that can galvanize and inspire 300 men to show up on a Saturday morning. There's no other group of men that can do that. Thank you to my brothers in the LDBC again. Nobody can do that but me. I mean that. I'm just saying. Black media members need the same respect that you give your black fighters, Al Heyman. Why is Kelly Swanson hired? She hasn't hired a black person yet. Didn't Lisa quit? Didn't Lisa go to another job? So she has an opening. I don't get it. I'm confused. That's all I'm saying, man. You can't hate on me because you're comfortable now and I'm fighting the fights you fought years ago. I applauded and fought with you every step of the way and never shaking your hand. I went off of the strength that you're a black man and I love Sam Watson to death. That's all I did. That's why I did it. Fred's crazy though. Fred's crazy. Fred's crazy. I got probably as many degrees as you from different colleges, obviously. I got probably as many degrees as you, Al Heyman. Let's call it a buck. Like you, I didn't have to fight this fight. I didn't have to fight this fight, Al Heyman. I could be on the beach right now, like you, living your best life, Mai Tais, and on the coast of Could be in Prague. I've been there already. I could be in, I don't know, on the beaches somewhere with my feet in sand. But you chose this fight. I chose this fight as well. Grant me the same respect. Grant me the same respect. I'm tired of feeling like I got to tiptoe. I'm tired of feeling, I don't like that feeling when my son sees me as a man. I shouldn't have any boundaries. I shouldn't have a ceiling. You allow Keith Thurman's dad to lie and say I tried to fight him, and come on, dog. I'm gonna fight a 55-year-old man. That the premise of that is ridiculous. Oh man, I would. I'm too genius to fight in public. I'm too genius. I'm too genius. I'm too smart for that. I'm gonna send your girl flowers and make her fall in love with the idea of a better man. And when she go home and look at you, see you as an inferior man to the to the unrealistic perception that I'm feeding her. I'll find out where your wife work at. Yeah, I'm playing to win. I play for keeps. I'm serious. I ain't playing. Anyhow, man, I come on, man. So Al, you got to do something about this because enough is enough. And I'm the one that's speaking out. I'm the one that has the courage to speak out. I'm tired of it, dog. I'm tired of it. I know you've done great things in boxing, but you're not done doing great things. You got to allow me to do great things. You got to allow Blue Blood to do great things. You got to allow Champside to do things. You got to allow Muhammad Barag to do great things. You got to allow Dante's Boxing Nation to do great things. Why online in the confines of the media room is Dan Raphael getting one-on-ones when he doesn't like you at all? Keith Idett getting one-on-ones and he don't like you at all. Marcos Villegas. I have no qualms on Marcos Villegas, but they're the only ones to get one-on-ones. Everyone else got to do scrums. That's Kelly Swanson. I know you're not on the ground and you don't fully grasp and understand the realities of this thing, but you're in charge. So everything goes to you. And because I know you've gotten wind, and because I've known you've gotten wind of this situation, I got to speak directly to you. So that's it. I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable. I don't feel see, listen, I enjoy being the underdog. I love being the underdog, dog. Like I love being the underdog. I don't mind. I don't mind. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. Last week, I spent like $2,500 going down out. I mean, obviously for selfish reasons. I went to the game that cost a mint. But spent time going to cover Deontay Wilder, not to make money, to help tell his story. That's it. I've allocated $10,000 a month of my personal money to support boxing. Mr. Al Heyman. See, Al Heyman doesn't know these things, but I know this video's gonna get to him. I spent $4,000 to $5,000 of my own money. I'm not bragging, guys. Understand where I'm coming from, but I need this to be loud and clear because this is going to be a highly viewed video. I spent $4,000 to $5,000 just to create a place where black men can fellowship before the Earl Spence Sean Porter fight. I'm doing a contest right now on my Instagram, giving away 4 pay-per-views to support Deontay Wilder. I don't want your money. I just want the opportunity. All we want is the opportunity. And the same way we turned on Floyd for his antics is the same way we gonna turn on you. All I gotta say is go. And guess what? They gonna go. A lot of thousands of boxing fans' minds are gonna shift just listening to this video. And let me tell you guys, this has been going on heavy since January, 11 months. 11 months. The Keith Thurman, Josecito Lopez weigh-in, Kelly Swanson told me, no one cares about black stories. I'm done. So you're going to get down to lay down. People going to call me crazy now, though. I'm not going in hiding. I'm not going in hiding. I'm not. I'm gonna buy a ticket to the Deontay Wilder fight, and I'm gonna cover it. Everyone's gonna be walking in the MGM doing their job. I don't have. Anyhow, man. Al, you gotta do something about Kelly Swanson. That's all I'm saying. If not, we're gonna ride on you. We're gonna ride because enough is enough. We should not be protecting the black man and the white and allowing a white woman to stab us in the stomach, not in the back, in the stomach, because she has the right to do it. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.